Okay, hello. Of course, every physical activity is beneficial for you mentally, especially physical. Though being mentally healthy is more grateful to you than being physical. You wake up feeling better, not dreading the day, and you go through a day feeling energized and more positive in life. Dancing is one activity that has more benefits than any other. My claim today is that dance is the best for you mentally. Maestro Hector Zaraspe, a famous ballet choreographer and a well-known musician that had taught at Juilliard in New York, once said that music is the language of the soul and dance is the language of the body. Body and soul, music and dance conceive an instrument of expression through which the spirit communicates. Stating that dance is a way of expression which can help instead of yelling or thinking of what you're mad about that leads to stress. Dance is an alternative to a way for you to express in a healthy way. Secondly, for those who have trouble with remembering what was for homework or what happened in class yesterday, a summarized Einstein's aging study on June 19, 2003, found in the New England Journal of Medicine, found that dancing helps prevent dementia and Alzheimer's disease, which is the second leading cause of death within older adults found by the CDC. And I know that we're all young, but what we do now does affect us as we get older. Also from that study had found people who did rigorous sports like swimming and bicycling had 0% of helping with memory. Even doing puzzles like crosswords more than 4 times a week only helped 47%. But dancing frequently, for example, joining a weekly class or doing like those video games that involve dancing and moving around like choreography, helped with memory by 76%. So this is all likely saying that you don't need to be the best dancer to get the great benefits this kind of art has to offer. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, the intro is fine, and you identify your thesis, your specific claim very clearly. I think you did a good job on that. I thought you had excellent source citations on the material that you're presenting. So in the body of the speech, you do a very good job on that. Kind of a nice counterpoint to the previous speech. Sorry about the comparison. You had a very clear quote. I mean, it was clear. Just listening to it, you know that you were quoting this choreographer who was talking about this, the language that they're using, and it sounds that way. About halfway through, though, it did sound at one point like then you started to make an inference, and we're going to talk about this when we talk about delivery. Sometimes you can tell people that you're not in the quote anymore by changing your tone of voice or dropping the volume or something like that, and that would be helpful. The first part I definitely knew was that. The second part, it was a little bit less clear, but it was definitely quoted material that's going on there. And then you had some statistical information that you presented also that I thought was also very clear. It wasn't clear to me that other information fit into any of the other categories, so that's a little problematic because you need to have something in the other categories. I'll look at it again and see if there's any way that it fits into the examples. There may be something that maybe you intended to fall in there that I didn't hear that you make a reference to. So that's a little bit iffy. But like I said, the source citations are very clear. It did feel like for the first couple of minutes of the speech, you never looked at us. It just seemed like you were doing a lot of reading, and especially at the beginning of the speech, you want to engage the audience. So you want to try and make sure that you're looking at us. Know what you're going to say at the beginning so that you don't have to read it to us. And then when you go to your notes, it's not that big a deal. We don't feel abandoned. We just know, we know you're coming back then. Okay.